Yeah, you already know who it is. DJ Kelly. Alright, the fuck is up, gamers? It's your boy the Goons, and we are back for episode number 2 of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. In the last episode, we started the trial, the tutorial, and in this episode, we are going to continue the trial. We found out that the high voltage cable was the cause of death. You'll figure out the rest from there.
That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high-voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was... the defendant!
Achoo! We fucked ourselves now. That fucked us up.
That much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish Mr. Wright was the murderer.
You do? Well, what is it?
His fingerprints.
Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
You mean...
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable.
Reads more like an accident to me. It's like manslaughter.
Order! That's enough! I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination.
Stick a fork in us, we're done.
Mr. Grossberg.
My hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia. My butt is itchy. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent.
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
Your Honor.
At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case.
Hold it!
Do you have something further to add, Miss Fay?
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Fay, no matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end.
Objection! We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything.
Wait a minute. Mr. Wright, I'll tell you what really happened.
Objection! But I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further...
I did it. I admit it, I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Doug Swallow is dead. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Oh, he's British. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you, for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me, bruv. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that!
What you just said? Was that the truth?
Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure.
Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are.
But please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth! It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you! Oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim.
Feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake.
His butt's fucking itchy.
That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and I gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there dead.
Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that.
A simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted.
But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that.
Miss Faye, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it.
Okay, so let's re-review the court record by pressing tab. So I have, he died at 3 p.m. The crime photo is right there. It's something to do with the umbrella, I'm pretty sure. It's something with the umbrella. Hold on. What was he saying?
So what kind of things did Mr. Swallow say to you? He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Well, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself.
Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is. Anyway, after he said that, I just...
Alright, let's press him on that.
Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail? That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest.
Fucking knocked him down.
And when you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen? Right! There was nothing like that at all!
But is it possible that you merely overlooked it?
Well, I guess it's possible. What are you doing? Don't let that guy streamroll over you like cheap asphalt.
I believe what's important here is the moment the push occurred. Let's continue on with the testimony, witness.
Oh, hold on. Go to the fucking... God damn it. Go to number 1. Alright, hold on. Can I present crime photo 1? No, hold on. What's the present with E? Alright, hold on. Clearly I need to press him on that statement, I guess. Which is fucking bullshit. I know it's the fucking thing.
A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like snap.
Oh, okay. I see. Ask for more details. You dropped the umbrella he was holding. You fell right on top of it. Yeah. It's very important. I'm gonna skip this part. Because I figured it out. Right. Then we can present crime photo 1. That's what we gotta do.
Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning?
Come on, if I'd mentioned that...
I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier.
What do you mean by that?
Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole.
You're absolutely right.
The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive.
Order! 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 The victim! He moved! Mr. Payne! The umbrella in this photo, where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want it presented as evidence immediately!
Oh, shit.
But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind.
Objection! According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind.
But
I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment! I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony.
Well done, Mia!
Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying.
Let me guess, you have another witness?
Exactly! And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible!
Well, who is this witness?
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly?
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right, she was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
What?
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Yo, is that a little grin she slipped in there?
Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this.
You can't be serious.
Mia, what do you mean by that?
I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we'll listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Shit. April 11th, 11:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there.
It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, so I guess I can start to relax then, huh?
Relax, my boy! You can't be serious after hiding such important facts.
But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me, I just know she will!
Why do you think that?
Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why!
The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne?
Sure, no problem. Dolly and we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, one day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, "I want you to carry this."
So she gave it to you as a present, I see.
This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly.
It certainly is a little bottle, all right.
It makes me so happy I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world.
Anyway, so after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating?
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me.
Please give it back now.
What a strange little girl, asking for a present back like that.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been August 27th, would it?
Yeah, it was! But how did you...
This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse.
What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse? Murder?
What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there's some connection between these two cases, am I correct?
I know what it is. I mean, no, I don't, because I haven't played this yet. But...
I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself.
Ah, yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find.
Thank you.
I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is over. We'd all better get moving.
I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though.
To be continued. Which we're going to continue, because we're not done. We're not done yet, but... Let's go ahead and save our progress up until this point. On every single part. Got a little bit of apple stuck in my teeth. I might need to tinkle at some point, too. We'll see what happens. You know what I want? Some Kraft mac and cheese. You know what I can't have? Kraft mac and cheese. I'm mad as fuck right now, dude. I'm actually a little angry about that. I'm actually a little fucking mad.
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness.
Actually, I probably could get some Kraft mac and cheese. I could make that happen, I think. I'm not going to, but I could.
The next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand.
This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard. Let me warm up my voice.
What's with this stiff silence?
In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity.
I can't believe he actually said that.
It's gonna be hard to swap between them.
Oh, now then, witness, can you please state your full name?
Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous.
If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size.
And I'll bash them with my gavel.
I love how they look straight at me when they say that.
Thank you for calming my nerves. You are all so nice. I almost feel right at home.
Not at all!
It was nothing.
If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation?
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
The honor's all mine!
No, the honor is all mine.
Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Sir?
Is there something I can help you with?
You just go on and say whatever's on your mind.
I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it.
Yes, I can see why you'd say that.
She's going to be a tough witness, all right. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger.
Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a tough nut to crack. Tough tit to tack.
I had been planning to go back to Feeney's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed I was there. I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities.
I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong.
Dare, look at her little butt cheeks. Ow!
Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please, tell us the truth.
But I would never.
That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue.
What do you mean by that?
Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies.
Tee-hee, you haven't changed a bit, Mia Fey.
What's this? So you two are acquainted?
Yes, we met before. Once.
In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours.
It's good to see you again, Madam Fey.
Madam? I'm no one's grandma yet, girly. Yo, she kinda... you know what, though? Between the two of them, though, Mia Fey got it going on. Alright, hold on. We gotta press everything. So we're talking about Mr. Wright. And she's a literature student.
Nothing left to do when a man reaches this age. Sleep is his best friend.
That's supposed to be poetry. Sounds more like a midlife crisis. Okay. So to go to the art building, she has to go there. Sure, whatever. We've established that Dougie is Duck Swallow. So she would never eavesdrop. I'm cutting through the cross-examination because this does, like, get a little wild. I want to show contradiction, actually. Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne. So let's drop them, shall we?
What? I would never!
Miss Fey, I will not allow you to badger this witness! I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting... Please don't glare at me like that, I'm just doing my job!
Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It's already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim.
What?
There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. Blow saliva in my mouth after that.
There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw.
Yes, Your Honor. I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony.
Looks like we're finally getting somewhere.
Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie.
Oh, the fucking bitch!
You didn't see it?
Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground.
At that time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, hold on. So... I'm gonna like save the game. Because like surely I can present the fucking I don't think it's gonna, like, let me do anything with that. Yeah, I don't think that is gonna let me do anything with that. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the... God damn it! Hold on! Hold on. I'm gonna get there. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, we're getting there. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. It's fine. Guess we're fucking pressing everything. Oh! I'm an idiot. Hold on. I'm stupid. Yeah, I don't need to do shit with that.
You say you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct?
Yes, that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me.
I gotta remember the Maya voice, because it's kind of similar to that.
That's nice, but I find that just a little bit odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise.
He said that?
If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well?
Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable.
Objection! But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp, loud noise like a snap. There was no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression.
Got her little fucking tuker butt.
May I have a moment to answer?
By all means!
I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on. I was listening to music at the time.
Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered?
The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble.
Thunder and lightning, huh?
Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder, so I put my headphones on to block it out.
Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all.
Wait a sec, Mia. That testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case.
Oh, there was lightning.
Your Honor, there's a problem with the witness's testimony.
What do you mean?
Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct?
Yes, what about it?
Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I correct?
Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss fucking nerd.
Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning?
I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me.
Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered, but that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, a victim of a stray bolt.
It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental?
Alright, you did it, Mia. I'll be...
I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Fay.
Huh?
I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on that day at that location.
What?
What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case.
Evidence, Mr. Payne? Well, what is this evidence?
This affidavit.
And who is this affidavit from?
The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read it out to the court, the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden around 3 p.m. that day.
Was it a blackout?
All of the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m.
Which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report.
Exactly! In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable.
It's crazy. We'll get to that in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time where we continue our case. But for now, we get the fuck up out of here.